What happens when Willie enters the children's dreams? Bart's eyes widen to see Willie with a rake in his hand. He's laughing like crazy. Bart shakes his head to try to wake up. Willie pulled a rake across his chest and startled him out of his dream. He had a scar on his body. Martin was being chased by Willie with a long tongue. In reality, he died of shock. The children were horrified by his death. Lisa had her hair cut off by Willie. Nelson was run over by him with a polisher. Bart meets Willie, who turns into a lawnmower. He spreads grass all over the quicksand. Willie rushes toward him and is drawn into the quicksand. Even when he turns into various shapes, he's still trapped away. Behind Bart, Willie appears and grabs him. Lisa, who appeared, was also caught. Maggie plugs his air hole with a pacifier. The rapidly bulging body bursts into pieces. They were blasted into outer space and brought back to reality. Willie was everywhere. He ran off his shoes after the bus. It all started when there was a fire in Willie's room. He was locked in. The fire extinguisher didn't work. He ran into the crowd. There was no one to help him. Willie was burned to a skeleton. After he put a curse on them, he was burned to ashes. What happens in Springfield when the statue comes back to life? Homer puts on a stocking cap. He swings a hook and hangs it from a donut. Ann drove away with the donuts. Lard Lad was resurrected. He broke free of the nails. With a roar, the other statues were activated. The activated statue runs over people with a bottle. The statue fell after jumping off the billboard. They crawl, dragging their heads. The Red Devil lifts up a school bus. The billboard behind the host comes back to life and takes him away. Mr. Peanut dismantles the car and throws the people inside into the mouth. The police shot the tall human statue dead. In fact, he's just a tall guy. Bart whispers orders in the Red Devil's ear. He stomped on the school and kicked it to pieces. Homer opens the door and Lard Lad is driven away. He lifted a donut and smashed the car, the house, even kicked the dog. The host statue was in a rage. The magician statue kicked the car. The advertiser sings to get the crowd's attention. People turn around. The statue of the hammering house fell to the ground. Huge men and bulls cracked and smashed the house. Flying carpets smashed the house too. Homer looks at Lard Lad with a donut in his hand and slobbers. The kids pull Homer away and Lard Lad falls to the ground. What happens when Homer enters the three-dimensional world? He scratches his ass and have a hiccup. Slap his belly and it walls. His spit drips into the pool and ripples. A cone hits him in the ass. He gets mad, throws the cone away, creates a bottomless pit. Several bullets pass Homer and are sucked into it. The suction is so strong, it deforms Homer's head. The hole kept getting bigger and bigger. He kept dodging. Houses and fish ponds he passes get sucked in. At that moment, Bart enters the three-dimensional world. He and Homer are at opposite ends of the hole. Homer has been backed into a corner. Bart climbs up the coordinate axis to save him. He was sucked into the hole. His limbs scattered and shattered. There's an explosion. Bart is forcibly retrieved. Homer falls into a dumpster. Everyone around him is looking at him suspiciously. He sees the erotic cake store and walks in. It all started when Homer was trying to avoid Marge's sisters. He breaks into a mysterious wall. When he enters, he becomes a three-dimensional man. All around him are three-dimensional objects. He sees coordinate axis. The scientists explained it.
That Homer Simpson has stumbled into the third dimension.
People were shocked.